whenever we sharpen a knife in the field, it's going to be a compromise because we can't carry the large bench stones that we would use at home. So what I carry with me is a small stone which is double-sided. On one side is a coarse diamond abrasive and on the other is a fine ceramic side. I also carry with me a few small nails, and I use the nails, I hammer those into the wood or a flat log just to hold the stone steady. Stops it sliding backwards and forwards. What I do is I place the blade with the edge bevel, that's the last angle of the blade towards the edge, flat on the stone, and I slice the knife backwards and forwards over the stone, always placing the pressure so that it seems as though I'm trying to cut the stone. And this one, the pressure's there, not on the backstroke. But obviously when I do this all together, it's quite fast. Once I've used the coarse side of the stone to just tidy up the edge, remove any nicks that there may be, and to generally keep a nice angle on the bevel there, I turn the stone over to the fine side and polish the edge with this side of the stone in exactly the same way. This gives a much finer edge which will last longer. The secret to sharpening a knife is to sharpen it when you need to, but to sharpen only when you need to. You don't want to wear the knife away unnecessarily. If you're using your knife hard, it might be that you'll have to sharpen the knife once a day or maybe even more. If you're not using your knife very often, then obviously it can be on a much more sporadic basis, once a week, once a month even. When I think it's done, I just test it on a piece of wood to see if it'll feather a stick of wood. That's a good test for an edge, and you can see there any problems that exist. It's very important when you use a knife that the knife is sharp. A blunt knife is a dangerous tool because you have to place more pressure behind the edge. It's terribly important to keep your knife sharp. It's much safer and it makes jobs easier. In fact, a knife becomes a joy to use and you can create all sorts of things of beauty with one.